Woo-wee, a day of creating, sharing my frequency, my energy, my expression, my creation, my co-creation, again, with higher consciousness with source, 11 on the timer. And so welcome, we're gonna pull some cards. I just did a video on some information that came through this morning. So I've got a lot of content to create either the next few days, 2 on the timer. So some numbers to look out for. As in resonance, sign synchronicity key codes are those 1111s, 111, 222, 2222, 1022, 1001, 1101. Thunderstorms could be significant, high winds could be significant, power outages could be significant. 4 on the timer. Why do I say this? Because after I meditated last night, I was still awake, so my energy's really shifted. Something shifted, so I'm not as sleepy. So I've been listening to content because my team talks to me through a lot of content, and I pick up what is in resonance in my physical body in many ways, shape, or forms, through resonance, through feelings, through sensations, my clairaudience, just knowing, like I know that message is for me. I really tapped in for sure. So after my meditation around 10:01, which is the 1001, the power went out for a moment, and then my touch lamp flashed on. So there's like a flash of light. And I thought that was interesting. And it actually happened at a moment in a video as confirmation that I was listening to. So pay attention to these signs, synchronicities, and key codes. This information is for somebody. The other thing is an hour later, I sensed a low vibrational rumbling, like I couldn't figure it out before the next thing. So this low vibrational rumbling that took place, I couldn't figure it out. It was coming from outside after the power went out. Significantly after the power went out, but the power came back on pretty quickly after it went out. And I pulled my curtain back and there was red flashing lights, and I'm like, okay, like a rescue vehicle. So I went to another room and looked out the window, and yes, indeed, there was a fire truck across in the parking lot. They were getting ready to leave. So I was actually called to get out of bed after I had been laying there a little while trying to figure this out, and they were leaving. So fire engines could be significant, rescue vehicles, or the number 911. Please go look at the significance of the spiritual meaning on 911. It's very powerful. I've been seeing 911 for a while now as this key code, a sign synchronicity. Again, engines, fire engines, maybe just, again, a message to slow down. If you're called to go back into your house to get something you forgot, do it. If you're called to take a different direction, do it. It's divine redirection for your protection. So that's for somebody. You're hearing it now before I pull these cards. So you're being guided to slow down and pay your attention. That if you're guided to not just rip up out of your driveway, but to breathe a few times before you leave, or like I said, if you forgot something, go back in the house, take a breath and know that there's a reason that you forgot that, or you were called to come back in the house. Let's say this has happened often. Like I think I have something with me, I go out to the car, it's not with me, I come back in, it's not in the house, but I go back out and it's actually in the car. Does that resonate? And then shortly after that, 11:01, a big rip of thunder was rolling through, and I actually don't really check the weather, and a massive thunderstorm was coming through. So thunderstorms, storms in general, lightning, cleansing and clearing. It is 55 today and windy in Michigan on January 6th. Sorry, it's not January 6th, it's January 9th. Interesting, I said the 6th. Maybe something happened on the 6th, or 3 days ago, or in 3 days, something's to pay your attention to. For some reason, it's that 369. Holy crap. So again, look at the numbers 369. Maybe you're doing 369 practices. Because I said the 6th, today is the 9th, and there's 3 days between them. So there's some significance there. I'm going to check that out myself, because there's no coincidence that I said that. So again, the purging, the cleansing, again, detoxification of Gaia, what she is going through right now. So there's something here for you. And again, there's no coincidence that you clicked on this video, that I rolled up in your feed, that I'm here in front of you right now sharing this information. There is a message here for you. The whole thing might not be meant for you, but there's definitely something here for you. All right, definitely something here for you. So I'm gonna have a sip of tea, and I'm gonna pull a couple cards on this message. I didn't realize this message was just gonna be a message more than just a card pull. So breathe, because breathing is the soul, is the voice of your soul. So again, let's see what the cards have to say. We're going to pull up with what's the vibe first. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But just know that there's no coincidence that I rolled up here. No coincidence that you called me in, Source placed me in front of you. And again, I always intend that my videos reach those that it's meant to reach for your highest and best good through and with divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, and divine wisdom through unconditional love, always. And again, nothing outside of the light is allowed here. And say that. And if you're struggling with that, say that. Set that intention. If you're struggling, call in some help. Call in backup crew. Have your archangels 544 on the timer. Post up. If you feel like you need a little extra protection, maybe you're feeling like you're energetically being attacked, or if you've been in a situation or in other places, 555 on the timer, ask for extra assistance. Ask them post up. There's nights that I will ask my team just to post up. All right. So this card came out was Daydreaming. I'm just going to take a look and see what else I'm getting off of this for the collective. All right. This is kind of like a want card, but I'm getting something different off of this. Basically, Source is saying the more delusional it is, the better. Right? The more Delulu you are, the better. Continue to focus on those hopes and dreams. Thank you, Source. Okay, so let's say you're visualizing, you're daydreaming, your head's in the clouds. Great, that's where Source wants you to be. All right, don't let the conformities of the programming and the conditioning say otherwise. So basically, if you've got your head in the clouds, you're daydreaming, you're visualizing these hopes and dreams, but your ego's trying to say that's not possible, you're Delulu. Source is saying, yes, that is possible. And the more Delulu you get about your visions, your hopes, and your dreams, the better. That's for somebody. Hopeful is here. Inspired, optimistic, and success. Continue to take this inspiration-inspired action. Sun sense could be significant. This also reminds me of fireflies. So maybe you'll be seeing fireflies. That's one that doesn't come up. And just know that all the success is here, right now. And continue to have that optimistic outlook, that inner child, that optimistic outlook. And when someone's telling you that those hopes and dreams are Delulu, know that they are not. Know that they are not. Okay, what else is for the collective? Please and thank you. As my significant partner, 20 on the timer, sends me a voice message. All right. Oh, that one. Running. All right, so Source is also please asking you to quit running, quit using things to escape, deny, or make excuses to do the inner work. So for some of you, you need to sit down, meditate, ground and breathe, and quit running, quit escaping, and quit denying what your team, what Source is trying to get you to pay your attention to. And you know what that is for you. I don't know what that is. You know what that is. So Source is asking you, please, to quit running. You're exhausted. So quit running, quit performing. Let the masks fall. Everything's cool. All right, quit trying to use form of escapism like doom scrolling, substances, foods, over exercising. Face into it and feel it. Again, within, as within, so without. You have to go in and move through to be, yeah, you have to do the inner work. Archangel Michael is here as I talk about posting up, asking the archangels to work with you. He is here for protection always, prevents you from harm and divine intervention. So just know that those divine interventions, again, being redirected, as I was saying a little bit ago, honor those. So if you're feeling guided to take a different way, or if you're being slowed down, for whatever reason that is, look at that as a good thing. It's divine protection, divine redirection. And know that Archangel Michael is here. Thank you, Michael. Archangel Michael has been coming up a lot. But again, there's many more archangels out there as well. I just know Archangel Michael I have worked with, has been with me my entire life. All right, I don't know what's going on here. These cards got all flipped around. So let's try this. We'll pull just a couple more. There's 1001 on the timer as a confirmation of that number from earlier. All right, and Source is asking you to slow down. I think that's the message continuously, to slow down, take some time for yourself, and get out into nature. Smell the roses. The roses are significant here. Slowing down is a big message here. This is your message. Maybe you've been receiving lots of this messages, and it's going to resonate at some point because you're going to keep hearing the same message in different ways from different people. All right, so get out into nature, ground yourself, take a walk, back on the tree, breathe, ocean, water, beaches, lakes, however that is for you. Take time to smell the roses. All right, I'm going to leave this message short and sweet today, so thank you for playing along, co-creating, playing with me, and getting curious, liking, subscribing if you feel called to, sharing if you feel called to, until I see you on the next one. Love ya. Bye.